Elliot and Jose, coming to you from Dreamland Comics in Schaumburg, Illinois, here on CCW TV. We actually, we weren't going to talk about this book because, well, you'll see in a minute. But some of you actually asked what we thought about it and asked for us to talk about it. So we're doing this for you. But Superman Secret Origins by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. Yet another retelling of the Superman origin. And I think that right there...
that's the fucking review.
That's the review. Don't get us wrong. It's Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, and the artwork is gorgeous. And if you have never read a Superman Secret Origin book before, or never read one of the countless interpretations
then this is a Secret Origin book for you.
And that's the one for you. But if you're like us, and you've read just about every other Superman origin that they've done.
The reason I bought this was for the Gary Frank art. I missed his Superman stuff since he did with Jeff Johns. He's not been doing anything. He's been working on this, obviously.
Yeah, the action
That's the only
comics.
reason I bought it is for the Gary, because I don't need to fucking read another Superman origin. Especially 6 issues at $4 each. That's $24 for another origin story. You want to read an awesome origin story? Go read Mark Waid's Birthright. But with art by Lionel Francis Yu, just go buy that trade.
And that was awesome.
It was
that
awesome.
was an awesome miniseries. Yeah, the trade is out now. You can get that really, really cheap. And it's Mark Waid. See, to me, the one of the things that gets me the most, Mark Waid really should be able to write Superman. He should get a shot at the Superman series, and that just doesn't seem to be in the cards. Back to this book, though. So we're reading, again, another retelling of young Clark Kent's life in Smallville as a kid. And again, we have Pete Ross.
Pete Ross.
Pete Ross. And again, we have Lana Lang. And again, we have Lex Luthor. And it's, kind of not even it's just retelling.
Did you see the Chloe thing, though?
Ah! Very clever. Yeah, I did not see that. It's just, again, another retelling of the origin, but the problem is that, again, if you've seen Smallville, I saw bits of Smallville in here, too. You're like,
but you know what I did find out in here? I didn't know that Superman's heat vision started working when he got horny.
When he got, aroused, yes.
Really,
well, they did that in Smallville. That was in Smallville, though.
Oh,
that happened in Smallville.
Well, that's why I don't watch that shitty show anymore. Oops, I know you guys watch that show and love it.
The show's dying right now. It's dying.
That thing died for me like 5 years ago.
But you see, that again, back to this. To me, there's nothing really original being thrown in here. And then at the end when Clark gets to see Jor-El and Lara, it's Superman the movie interpretation of them. It looks kind of like Marlon Brando. I mean, not exactly, but a little bit like the Marlon Brando version from the movie. So it's Jeff Johns just incorporating all the different versions of Superman throughout,
This is going to be it. This is the definitive. This is what seriously, this is what they're billing it at. This is the definitive Superman origin. So, DC, never want to see another Superman origin
again.
ever.
Yeah, no.
I'll buy this, but I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah.
You should be done too.
Should not. It's retelling it.
You just keep this fucking, when the trade comes out, just keep it in print forever. If anyone ever wants to read the origin story, they can just buy the trade.
It's like a textbook.
Yeah.
It's your reference there.
That's what it should be. They should never have to do it again. And again, if it was anybody but Gary Frank, maybe a couple other artists, I would give it a pass. But that's the only reason I'm buying it is because it's Gary Frank.
Yeah.
So
I like this better when it was Man of Steel. But John Byrne did a great job. That's out there in trade. So, yeah, I mean, I know it seems like we're crapping all over the book, and
it's just an unnecessary book. It's really, I just wish Gary Frank would still be doing Action Comics or something.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I would much rather see him on a regular monthly book than they have to. Because I remember when I first heard about that this was what he was working on, and that's why he wasn't doing Action anymore. It's like, well, they're doing another Superman origin story. I'm like, I don't want to fucking read another Superman origin story. It's like, just put him on a monthly book where I can buy it and enjoy his art. I don't. For this, to me, it's a double-edged sword. Or it's something good, it's something bad. It's just like, I want to buy it because of Gary Frank art, but I don't really want to read it.
Maybe in the next issue, Jeff Johns is going to hit some totally
I hope so, because there's nothing new.
There's nothing new. Yeah, even down to the very last panel, the last page. I was like, Seen that. Saw that in Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman.
See, this is a definitive. They're pulling all the good parts out of
everything. All right.
I mean, it's a quality book. Don't get us wrong, but it's just for people like us who've been around for a long time, we've already read the story like 10 different ways.
Yeah, and to me, I just like Birthright so much.
Yeah,
Birthright to me
too.
is great. All right, so that's that. Sorry, we wanted to like it more, but we didn't. We'll see you in the next segment.